Welcome back. The South African Revenue Service is turning over every stone and every bank account, not just for wealthy individuals with homes abroad. Even those dodging taxes right here at home are in the crosshairs, whether you owe the taxman a few thousand or indeed a few million rand. It's been dubbed Project Amabillions, and it aims to collect 50 billion rand every financial year after an additional 4 billion rand boost from National Treasury. Now, Newzroom Afrika's Ntokozo Khumalo, when I was giving you just a foretaste of what was to come, did clarify for us in Ntokozo that it isn't the official name, Amabillions, but it has gained quite a lot of traction, hasn't it?
Absolutely, Michelle. It is, in fact, Commissioner who did clarify that when he had that media briefing with the Finance Minister, Ntokozo, just as he about to table the budget. And he did clarify that that's not the official name. But as you said, it is catchy, I suppose, to get South Africans' attention when it comes to this compliance drive that the Revenue Service is undertaking. Of course, part of that is to close that revenue gap that was opened up by the removal of the VAT hike. And I am here at the station where a lot of that action will be taking place when it comes to not only improving compliance, but also collecting on outstanding debts. And I am here with Donald Setati, who is the area head here at the Revenue Service. And before we went live, Donald, you were actually walking me around the station, helping me understand what it is exactly will be happening here. It does seem like an FBI sort of, stakeouts, but talk us through just what exactly will be taking place here and the importance of this compliance drive.
Sure, thank you. Essentially, here we make use of our technology, all the data and artificial intelligence to monitor. We know exactly which taxpayer has an outstanding debt, an outstanding return, when exactly is it due, and we obviously have increased capacity to be able to follow up on all those debts. So the important thing that we want to pass to our taxpayer base out there is that we would like to make it easy for you to comply, and our resources, which is the additional capacity that we've got, would be making follow-up on all these outstanding returns and outstanding debt, assisting taxpayers to be able to comply and stay on the right side.
And Michelle, just to give you an indication, about 1,700 staff that the Revenue Service is looking to bring in for this. And I suppose also the keyword, Donald, when we were speaking earlier, is you want to remove some of that fear from people. It is real time that you are watching all this data. For people who might have some debts that they owe to you, how do they then approach SARS to be able to just, get in front of this issue before the taxman comes for them?
Obviously, as I said, the first thing and first and foremost, we'd like to make it easy for you. We've got mechanisms. You can come to our branches. You can interact with us through our digital channels, which is we've made it very easy so that you can be able to interact. We then pick up your queries, your applications, and then we assist you in terms of the processes in which you can make sure you settle your debt.
Donald, before I let you go, we were walking around. Could you maybe give our viewers a little bit of insights on the kind of data that the workforce here would be looking at? What sort of data do you see on a minute-to-minute or second-to-second basis? Behind me is the border post and so on, but just a slight taste of the sort of information that the Revenue Service looks at here.
Sure, of course. One of the things is we monitor our infrastructure, which is the infrastructure that we use to house the staff, to be able to execute and take the calls in the contact center, make the calls to taxpayers that have an outstanding debt or debt that is due. We also real-time watch the debt as it becomes due, to send reminders to taxpayers to say, look, your debt has become due, when are you paying? And we then watch those real life.
And we do have tax season coming up. A final word as a representative of the Revenue Service for those who are filing. Companies obviously having to send through their documents by the end of the month to kick off that process. Just a word of advice for taxpayers in terms of being compliant so that we can see that uptick in revenue collection from the Revenue Service.
Sure. It's important that employers who have a deadline of the end of May submit their recons. And of course, we're going into personal income tax filing season that's coming in July. So individual taxpayers, get onto your e-filing, update your contact details. Just make sure that we've got your latest account number in case you find yourself in a refund position, that it is easy for us to be able to facilitate those processes as well.
Well, I'm hoping to boost my refund this year. Donald, thank you so much for talking to us. Of course, Michelle, Donald Setati is the area head here at the South African Revenue Service. And just to clarify for viewers that this project really aims to not only improve that verification process, as he was talking about, ensuring that taxpayers send in their documents, make sure that their bank accounts are correct and all that information. But the project will also be embarking a lot more on audits, verifying that information, ensuring that you are who you say you are earning what you say you are earning, and not actually, declaring less than what is your income. And this, of course, is in efforts to ensure that compliance is improved and that the tax base also does expand, Michelle, allowing then the Revenue Service to improve those tax collections efforts. In the 2024-25 financial year, 1.855 trillion was collected, but needing a lot more, as we saw in the budget earlier this week, to be able to meet the country's needs. So both, the practitioners within the taxation space, as well as the Revenue Service, really encouraging South African individuals and businesses to get their house in orders before they come after you, Michelle.